Hello and welcome to Lorindalandia. Today I'd like to do a reading on the full moon in Pisces on the 18th of September. I think it's a lunar eclipse, so it's about to get intense. How is this full moon in Pisces affecting the people that are watching this video? How is this full moon in Pisces impacting the people that are watching this video? Intuition is going to be heightened uh, in this full moon in Pisces, and there is here a big message to trust your intuition and trust the unknown. We might feel like there is something materially or physically that is not going our way. We might feel like something is not seen, something is not touched, but we know in our intuition that everything is going to work out. Imagine we have a dream to build a business, we have a dream even of a romantic relationship, and we know in our body that that is meant for us, and we know in our body that that is going to happen, but physically we are having no physical evidence of it. Is not seen, is not touched, is not yet on the physical, but we know deep down in our intuition that is going to happen. This is a full moon where we are being called to trust our intuition and to trust what we cannot see, what we cannot touch. And even though it is not happening yet, it does not mean it's not going to happen. This is building our sense of inner guidance and inner trust, and actually things are happening more in our favor than we realize. But just because we don't see it does not mean it's not happening. What is this intuition telling us? What is this intuition telling us? This intuition is telling us that our manifestations are coming true. However, these are manifestations are coming true not quite the way that we planned. There is here a loss of physical control that is kind of working in our favor, but because we are losing control, it creates fear, even though it's for the best, even though it's for things to happen in easy and magical ways, even though it's for us to have everything we desire. We might feel scared in this moment because we have no control over it, because we are not fully in charge of it. It's scary, and we might doubt ourselves, we might feel fear, we might feel, is this really going to happen, or am I just being delusional? You are not. Things are happening in your favor. Your manifestation is coming true. Just because you don't see it now, it does not mean it's not happening. Actually, magic happens when we lose control. It is good, of course, to have a plan. It is good to take action, of course, but it's all about balance. There is a balance here of taking action, being planned, having control, and another balance here to kind of be okay in losing control, being okay in stepping into the mystery, being okay in stepping into the unknown, because what we desire is coming true. We might have manifested something in the past if we did some sort of spell work, manifestation, writing it down, or even if it's like a wish from a long time ago, it is happening, it is coming true. However, we don't have that much physical control of it, and that's kind of a nice thing. It means that like it's easier to happen, and is not out of our control because it's what we desire. Like things are happening in our favor, but it might be a bit scary because we don't have the control over it. Yeah, we might have wished to live a lack mentality, maybe a physical lack, an emotional lack. I'm really getting here that this might be a business, a project, money, and we have wished to live this like mindset. Maybe in the past we struggled with money, we struggled with support, we struggled with love, and we wish, ah, someday I wish I was abundant. It is coming true. We are stepping into our abundance, but we have less physical control, and that creates fear. But just because you are scared, it does not mean it's not happening. Actually, the more scared you are, the better the sign. That saying of pride comes before the fall. This means that if you feel super confident and if you feel like, yeah, it's going to happening for sure, that's usually when things don't work out. And in the other end, when you are scared that something is not going to happen, and when you are scared that things are going to go the wrong way, that's usually when things happen the best. That's when things actually are working out. So accept this fear, accept this uncertainty as a sign that things are indeed working out. Life works in opposites, life works in duality. The more fear you have, the better the sign, basically, and the more overconfident you are, usually is not a great sign. We kind of need to step outside of our comfort zone, and usually outside of our comfort zone is things that we cannot control. Again, we might be scared of this, but things are actually happening in our favor. What are the manifestations that are coming true? Yes, the Five of Pentacles in reverse. I love this. Yeah, the thing is, Archimedes, is that a period of lack, a period of difficulties is ending. We are leaving the lack mentality. We are living a period of lack. This can be physical lack in terms of money, opportunities, etc. Especially right now. I think right now we are with Saturn being retrograde in a period of a lot of limitations, and we are pushing forward trying to make things happening, and things do not seem that are happening, and this is again working in our best favor. This is working for us even though it doesn't seem like it, because we don't have as much control over it. Magic is happening is when we don't have that much control over it, that the best things happen. And this is really marking here a period of, we are completing a cycle of luck. We have learned our lessons. We have been through the ringer, and this luck can be physically, opportunities, project, but also emotionally, feeling like we don't have a support group. We don't have people to count on. We don't have this sense of healthy family, because of course most of us have a family, but in a lot of ways, sometimes our family are not our support group, right? We might go through a lot of generational trauma, and our families might not be a place of love and support. And there is here a message that this cycle of difficulties is ending. And I'm kind of hearing that in terms of our lifespan, the worst has passed. In terms of our this life that we are living, like it only gets better from now. The worst has really passed. We'll never have to go through those difficulties again, not because things are not going to throw away, but because we have learned our lessons, but because we already understand how to move through these difficult times. Things are never going to be as difficult as they were before, because we already know what to do. We already learned our lessons. We already have built up certain techniques or practices that allow us to build a life that is fulfilling to us now. This full moon in Pisces, and I want to cry as I say this, it is the wow, this is really powerful energy. We might cry a bit in this full moon in Pisces. This is ending that period, that karma cycle. the difficult time in our lives, this is the end. And during this full moon in Pisces, we might feel sadness and we want to cry. And I think there is advice here to do it, to feel your emotions, to let them out. Maybe our fear and our anxiety and our worry will be heightened during this time just for us to let it all out. Is really a purging moment where we need to take time to cry, to feel our anxiety, to feel our worry. Yeah, like very powerful energy here. I'm really feeling this heightened sense of sadness, fear, and anxiety and worry. And this is done for us to let it all out, let it all out. This is like purging. This is taking out the remains of our pain, of our sadness, so we can step into a period of happiness, so we can step into our manifestations. This time might be a bit difficult to go through this full moon in Pisces, just because we're gonna have heightened sense of fear, sadness, worry. But just know that we are having that for purging. It's just for us to let it out of our body, for us to finish this cycle, for us to say bye bye, not anymore, because physically things are working out to our best. Physically, there is nothing to worry, but we might feel in our emotions this higher sense of emotional darkness, this higher sense of fear, sadness, anxiety, worry. Just know that that is just for purging, just to let it go, just for you to feel it, let it go, so you can step into this reality, clean starts, the past is in the past, and you can move to a better life. What is the advice here? How can we make this full moon in Pisces like easier to move through? How can we be there for ourselves? How can we move through this energy of fear and sadness with more ease? What is the advice here? A lot of compassion, rest, yeah. Feeling our emotions, letting ourselves be down. Absolutely. It is, it might not seem like it, but to make this period easier, yeah, we need to take time to cry. We need to take time to feel our emotions. If you're feeling this fear, just know that it's for the best. Everything is happening for you. If you're feeling sad, be sad. Take time to feel sad. It's very important during this full in Pisces to not reject our emotions and to let ourselves be down. Maybe take more rest, take a time of our day, yeah, to feel our anxiety, to feel our fear. Even I'm getting this message here, think of the, like, if you are having that inclination, don't force it, of course, but if you are thinking on the worst case scenario, that's fine. Think of the worst case scenario, feel those emotions, of course, while knowing in the back of your mind everything is working out for me and things are actually coming true. But feel all of those strong emotions, feel all of those, all of that sadness, of that fear of the unknown, everything, feel it. And I think what will really help in this moment of feeling this emotional pain will be to create. If you have some sort of creative expression like dancing, painting, singing, writing, whatever it is your creative expression, channel that emotional pain into a creative expression. Really go into your feels, create, and that will be really helpful. And when you are feeling these emotions and you are creating and you are expressing it, know always in the back of your mind, this is a good sign. This fear, this silence that I'm feeling, this uncertainty, it's a good sign. Don't reject your emotions, embrace your emotions. At the same time, know it's a good sign. Life works in duality. Pride comes before the fall. So, in the other end, if I'm fearful, good things are ahead. Like, I am about to step in to a great reality. I'm also hearing this message, the more sadness, the more fear you feel, it equals on the opposite, the more happiness you will feel, the more fulfillment you will feel. So the more intense emotions that you feel in this emotional pain, just know that on the other end, they are translating into a lot of happiness. The more sadness, the more happiness is a concept of as within, so without, as above, so below, as the universe, so the soul, life working in dualities. Feel these emotions, feel the emotions that this full moon in Pisces is bringing. Feel the sadness, feel the fear, the uncertainty. At the same time, in the back of your mind, know, I know that I'm feeling this way, but I know where things are coming. And also, this is a time to. A lot of people do not say this advice, but for me, it works. Give in to your fears, not in terms of action, but in terms of emotion. Of course, action, continue to take action towards your manifestation, continue to take action towards your life. But again, it's a balance. Half of the day you take action, half of the day you feel your emotions. Don't be scared of having this mentality of everything is going horribly, like things are not going to work out. Having that mentality in the sense of feeling those emotions right now will be helpful for you because you are purging, you are letting go. Don't be scared of going down during this period. You are safe to feel down. Don't be scared of thinking the worst case scenario. It is meant with a purpose. You are purging your fears. You are letting go of the past. You are feeling these emotions. During this time, don't be scared to not be the greatest. Don't be scared to not feel the most confident. Everything in life has a place and a balance. If you're not feeling most confident, that's a good sign. If you're not feeling the most satisfied, that's a good sign. If you're not feeling the most, wow, I'm so powerful, things are going to work out so good, da, da, that's fine. And that's kind of the energy that this full moon in Pisces is bringing out of us for us to let it out. These feelings do not dictate your reality, but they need to be felt for you to let go. I think a lot of times giving up is giving in. In me, in my personal life, I really like, if I'm feeling these like catastrophic emotions, I like to go into them. Of course, like I take time during the day to take the action, do the things, right, move in the world. But I also take time during my day to feel those catastrophic emotions, to feel that pain, to let it out of my body, because it's only the only way out is through. For you to be able to not have these catastrophic thoughts anymore, to not have these strong emotions anymore, you need to feel them. You need to feel them all, let them all out through tears, through self expression, whatever it is for you. Feel them all, tap into your body in this present moment, and know that if you're feeling strong emotions and if you're feeling like this fear, catastrophic thoughts, all of that, know that's a good sign. Life is working in duality. Life always works in duality. The more fear you have, the more you are about to accomplish. Wow, I love this message. Like I actually been feeling this fear, and like I love this reading because it's reassuring me, even though in the back of my mind I know, because again, I know my intuition. In my body, I know that everything is working out in my favor. But right now, I'm also been feeling a lot of fear, and I am tapping into it and I'm expressing it. But this reading actually gave me a lot of comfort. Let me know down in the comments if you resonate with this message. If you like this video, give it a like. And if you like this content, subscribe. Bye.